Yeah, absolutely. And that Stripe, obviously, my prediction is 1 game up. I want to see just how right I was or was not when I made that prediction earlier on. Now, ZXRP versus Stripe on Shakura's Plateau. We're probably still going to be seeing 4 gates, but if it gets held off, and held off well, we could be seeing an awesome late game play by these two players.
And nice spawn points to facilitate that. On the bottom left side of the map, we've got the green Protoss player, Stripe. And then across the map, which is, in my opinion, a great spawn, because in this spawn, you can get that 4-gate play, while at the same time, a Stargate, a sneaky Stargate, can work really well. So at the other side of the map, we've got ZXRP, the orange Protoss player.
Yeah, indeed. Now, I wouldn't even mind seeing players do a 3-gate robo here. Or even spending extra gas and getting Hallucinate and a Twilight Counselor. Because you can still blink into the back of your opponent's base. I mean, that hasn't been taken away. You can still do that. So that could be a really nice play here. I'm assuming, though, we'll probably see both just 4 Warp Gate and all the gas and all the minerals be used for just attacking units.
It is quite likely. It would be quite boring if we see every single game just 4-gate versus 4-gate. But at the same time, that is just how Protoss versus Protoss goes sometimes. And as you were saying, 3-gate Robo could work well, especially if you throw some warp prisms into the mix. You were saying earlier you want to see that, and I agree that on this map specifically, it would be really great to do.
Yeah, you do need to have just the most slick micro in the world to manage that, though, and still hold up a 4-gate. I mean, it took White Ra to be able to do it. However, he did beat the best Protoss player in the world, perhaps, OGS MC, with that exact build order, and MC went for the 4-gate. So I really hope we see something other than just 4-gate, but, you know, it's unlikely, unfortunately.
Yeah, don't get your hopes up just yet. We're going to watch this quite carefully. So far, everything is looking pretty much how we expected it to look. Assimilators are going down, the second pylons are going down, and those gateways are just about to finish.
They are indeed. We should be seeing Cybercore. In fact, Cybercore already on the way for our orange Protoss player. You said just there. A little bit delayed for our green player, Stripe, though. Not the end of the world. I mean, we saw last game how he was a little bit delayed on his 4-gate and a little bit delayed on his Warp-gate research and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yes, it does all add up, but clearly he still managed to hold it very well.
Yeah, the reason he was actually behind, I mean, he actually had 2 extra drones, probes out there, so that might have actually helped him in the long run.
In fact, let's look at this. Stripe is on 19 probes, 18 probes at the moment for ZXRP, and 19.
Ooh, we're having a bit of lag
there from one of the players.
Yep, that's not a good thing.
Is the mythical number for a 4-gate.
Okay,
well, going up to 20 now. In fact, both players doing so.
We're gonna have to watch the lag now. Let's hope it's not gonna be carrying on throughout this game. Not good to have in the final, but it looks like the pressure is gonna be on soon. Stripe is ZXRP is just pulling the Zealot out to help defend against the incoming probe.
Yeah, I like that Stripe has hidden one of his probes right at the north end of the map. We should be seeing a pylon going down here, allowing to walk in on the low ground. And the walk distance from here to the ramp of your opponent, as you can see, not a huge amount at all. But there we go. I see 4 walk gates in the base of ZXRP. Over here in Camp Stripe, I see 3.
4. No, there's a 4th one at the bottom as well.
There's one back there. Yeah. So 4-gate versus 4-gate once more. And will he spot... Oh, he is heading up to the north, actually. Will he spot this property pylon? If he goes all the way up there, that will be a huge deal for Stripe.
I do not see him... Why would he go... Oh, but he does see the probe coming down. That is a huge deal. Stripe's going to want to cancel that pylon right now.
Yeah, and he is sending the Zealot up there as well. He's going to have to cancel that pylon or it'll be 100 mineral paperweight.
And there you go. It went down. But at the same time, you've got to check down at the bottom here. Stripe is actually engaging 2 Stalkers versus 2 Stalkers. But ZXRP will be able to reinforce a lot quicker.
Yeah, Stripe can actually snipe the Zealot from the low ground. He doesn't have to get all the way up there.
Oh my goodness, I don't like this.
This actually could still work for Stripe. He doesn't have to defend this pylon, though, rather than get on the attack on his opponent's base at the moment.
It could work, but at the same time, it could be terrible, because, no, he's actually snuck his way out. If he got trapped up there, it would have been bad, but it seems like he's actually making his move. He's got a superior Stalker count here, and once he takes that Zealot out, it will work in his favor. Look at him microing that low HP Stalker back. Brilliant stuff.
Yeah, it keeps it in the middle of those units and stops it being the one that automatically gets attacked. There is a proxy pylon for ZXRP on the other side of the map. Now, Stripe does not want to have the same thing happen to him that he did to ZXRP. And whoa, look at all those stalkers of ZXRP now. Stripe needs to just pull away a little bit here. He can't really afford to engage too much.
Stripe has 4 warp gates. Yeah, he's got 4 warp gates that are actually ready. There you go. At finally warping a couple more zealots in. I was wondering when he was going to do that, and it seems like Stripe the first one to take the plunge and build a Twilight Council. So now what Stripe is going to do is he's going to feign aggression. He's going to pretend to be pushing. He must try not to lose too much while trying to get that Twilight Council up and obviously get that blink out.
Yeah. There are 2 zealots on the way into the base of Stripe. OCB is going to get some revenge from ZXRP, doing a good job at those workers on the front. But here come those zealots into the mineral line now. Now, how many probes will they take out? 1.
No,
2,
not yet. That's it, yeah.
And here we come with some zealots of Stripe's
2 total taken out. That was not enough. That wasn't worth it for him. He got 2 probes and he's losing 2 zealots for that. So, not ideal for ZXRP.
No, not at all. Oh, yeah, we see a Dark Shrine on the way down. Now, this will delay any more pushing from Stripe. He's going to have to turtle up for a little bit, but there is no detection at all for either player. So that just shows just how good a DT can be right now.
And look at Stripe actually going up to take down that proxy pylon. He knew it was there. He knew when he saw those zealots that there was something fishy going on. And ZXRP actually doing the same thing. He's saying to himself, no, I'm not going to have those zealots in my base again. What exactly ZXRP is doing, I'm not sure. He just pulled all his workers off his mineral line for absolutely no reason at all. I think he used all of them to build 1 pylon. That was indeed a group effort.
I think he did. That must have been a mistake. Both players supply blocked 50 and 49 over 42 respectively. And that's just because of that proxy pylon. They both need to build 2. In fact, Stripe is building 3. No way he is going to get supply blocked at all. Dark Shrine about 75% complete now.
Now Stripe just needs to get a decently placed proxy pylon. He needs to start putting some pressure on. Do you think he's going to be using these what are they called again? Dark Templars. How can I forget that name? Do you think he's going to be using the Dark Templars thrown into his army, just sprinkled in there to add a bit of DPS, or is he going to be sending them around the back to try take out these workers?
I don't know. He is walking in 3 now. The 1 proxy pylon he still has left, and this is at the sort of northern part of the middle of the map. Now they're going out on their own now. They should walk right past this Protoss army.
Oh, he didn't spot them. Yeah, he didn't spot them at all. And I am not going to be surprised if we just see an instant GG from ZXRP, because there's absolutely nothing he can do about this at the moment.
Yeah, not at all. He's getting Blink on the way. He's got no Forge. Can't afford a Robo Bay at the moment. And here we go, just scything right the way through all these probes. Probes now being pulled off the line, and there is that GG.
Yep.
Yes.
Wow.
Well played.
Incredibly sneaky once again by Stripe. Stripe the Ninja strikes again.